Hi guys, so this is a tutorial for February 24th, I believe. Yep, February 24th. Okay. So basically what they want you to do is to make a macro, which is basically a simple program. In this first case, what they want you to do is they want you to go through the A column, and then every time you see two dots, they want you to change it to blank. In the D column, they want you to change the if it's greater than 90 to A plus, if it's between 85 and 90, including 85, to A minus, and if it's between 75 and 85, including 75, sorry, they want you to change it to a B plus. And in each column, they want you to add up the numbers from 1 to 10. So 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 plus 10. Right, then put in the sum there. Right, so in the interest of time, I've already written the scripts for it. I'm just going to explain exactly what's going to happen here. If you guys have looked at the answers before, you'll see that my first one is far different than what they put. This is because theirs is extremely redundant and it's only good for a certain small number of cells. This one can be used for an infinitely large number of cells. So what I've done here is okay, first we'll look at the if statement. Basically what I'm saying is if the cell that I list here, so cell I1 equals the double dots, remember to use the double quotations, or else that way it looks at it as a character and not as a variable or a number. Then what's going to happen is this cell is going to change into, once again, the double quotation, blank. And then we're going to end the if statement. This normally what they did, they changed this I individually for each cell. So they made it 1 1, which would be 1A, and then 2 1, which would be 2A, and then 3 1, which would be 3A, but that's really slow. So what I've done is I've used a counter to change it for me. So by putting 4 1 equals 1 to 5, and then the next right here, what I'm doing is, okay, first it's going to say, if the cell equals I1, then it's going to look, what is I? Right now I should be 1. It starts at 1. So that means for cell 1 1, if it has double dots, we're going to make it blank. And then it's going to end the if. Then when it hits the next part of this script, it's going to change I from 1 to 2, the next one up. That way, when it goes, if cells 2 1, then double dots, then if it's not that, if it is that, then make it blank. And then because of this next statement in the counter, it's just going to keep going up and up and up. So it's going to go, first going to check cell 1, then it's going to make I to 2 and check cell 2, make I to 3, check cell 3, I to 4, check cell 4, I to 5, check cell 5. So we really don't like the fact that, we really do like, sorry, the fact that we can change this to literally anything. What is that? 100,000, that's a million. We can make it a million and it can go through a million cells. It can go through all of column A basically, instead of just 5. We don't want to have to copy and paste it every time. So that's that script. I'll show you how it works by running it. So you just make sure your cursor's in this part of the script, and then click run. There you go. You can see that the dots have disappeared. And to show you that I can do it for any number of things, I'm going to actually just, there we go. So, it's a bunch of dots that goes to 31. Instead of copy and paste, oopsies. Instead of copy and pasting the thing over and over again 31 times, I'm just going to change this to 31 and then run the script. All the dots are gone. All the dots are gone. Change that back. There we go. Right, next. Next up, so this is where they want you to change it to a letter grade. So once again, very simple. Basically, the real different command here is that first we want to write if it's greater than equal to, so greater sign or less than sign first, then equal sign, then the number. Then they want to change it to an A plus. Now, slightly different is the else if. Basically, what the else if means, it's going to check first this if statement, and if this isn't true, then it's going to check this if statement, and then if that isn't true, then it's going to check this if statement, and then it's going to finish this end if. So for the first one, we're going to check if it's greater than 90. So if this cell is greater than 90, sorry, and then it's going to make an A plus. Then we're going to check is this cell greater than or equal to 85, and is the cell less than 90, then it's going to do this. And then if that doesn't work, it's going to also then check if the cell is greater than or equal to 75, and if the cell is less than 85, then it's going to do that. Once again, I use the counter, this time 1 to 3 because there's only 3 numbers up here, to change the I, change the cell, so I don't have to manually change it every time. Here we go, we're going to run it, make sure it works. There we go. A plus, A minus, B plus, just like they want. And for the last one, very simple. Basically what we're going to do is I'm going to make a variable that keeps track of the sum. So we're going to call x equals 0. Then we're going to once again use a counter to make it add up the digit we want. So we're going to make 1 plus 2, then take the sum, then plus 3, then plus 4, then plus 5. So right now, and then every time it adds it up, it's going to make this sum equals sum plus whatever I is. And then next. So basically, the first run through, it's going to go 0 equals 0 plus 1, then 1 equals 1 plus 2, and then 3 equals 3 plus 3, I guess. That's really kind of hard to keep track in your head. Anyway, next. And then when it finally gets to the end of this, going from 1 to 10, we're going to make the cell 1h equal into x, whatever x variable may be. We're going to hit OK. And yeah, that's actually right here. So I'm going to delete this, run the macro again, and there's the actual number, 55. OK. So once again, any questions, comment, text me, talk to me in person, and yeah, all right. Hope that helped.